Definitely too dark in there to film. There's parts. Door glass. Lots of parts. Okay folks, I'm back with the car loaded full of parts, a lot of new parts. I'll show you all that in a minute, but I'm unloading, so I figured I'd show you the bottom side of this thing, and the good and the bad about it. It does look like he's had the body off. I believe he has anyway. I can't tell if there's any repair panels put in. It looks really nice, all but the fact that sitting in that shop it started rusting again. So everything was nice and clean and painted. Looks like he had new exhaust and muffler on it. I thought that was rust holes, but it's just discolor. Have to be cleaned off, maybe some 415 or something to stop all this rust. Everything looks really good though. There's evidence of looks like they put a floor in. I think they put pans in it, but they've done a good job on it. I'll say that's new. Yeah, I would say that's new. So anyway, the bottom side looks really good. As you can see, there's new transmission mounts, and there's all new front end parts, everything. I found the old kingpins in the new box, and there's new sway bar bushings. Looks like the shock's not mounted on this side. It's hanging down, but it's new. There was a brand new clutch in the car in the box. The rear shocks are not on it. They don't look new. Brake lines were new. I have figured out that he did put gas in the tanks. That means we're going to have to take the tank off and clean it and drain it, because this thing's been a long time since it's been ran. So everything on the brake lines is all new. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and get this thing off here, and then I'll do a walk around on it, and then maybe we'll check out some parts. All right. Okay, folks, we've got her unloaded. Not bad. I could see some places where they had welded some metal in and done a little body work over it, but there's nothing terrible first, and it's not packed full of Bondo like the other one. It's got Bondo on it, but as you can see there's metal under it, so it ain't so bad. The other one is just packed full of Bondo. So we're going to go through and get out some parts. Don't look bad. The dash has been painted already, and looks fair. Looks like he was going to go with black, or at least black inside. I don't think this was an original black car, but don't guess it matters. A lot of new parts, a lot of parts in the boxes. We're going to get everything out, and all the new parts I think I'll stick in the hardware store in the loft there for now. Let me see, engine wise. Now, the people that got this car, that actually inherited this car, he said, let me get something to block this hood up. Springs aren't strong enough for some reason. Okay. Looks like he's got a new heater core in it. It's nice and shiny. Possibly just rebuilt, it's hard to say. You know, okay, I had to pawn the phone off to my wife. Every time I would turn the camera on, the phone would ring. Okay. The guy said that, well, his wife inherited this stuff. He said that he didn't think that this engine had ever been started, but it had been rebuilt. And you can see the paint's cracking on it, which is normal for, you know, old paint, but I think it has been started. Now, there's no dipstick tube in it, so we're going to find one. The reason I say I think it's been started, everything's wired up and put up, but I checked the gas tank, and unfortunately they had put gas in it. So this thing's definitely going to be flushed out, unfortunately. But totally full of antifreeze, which is a good thing. No issues there, and when I loaded it, it was actually in gear, so the engine's turning over, so there's no issues there. Now, I'm not, you know, I'm sure if it's been ran, it wasn't ran much. Don't look like he might have repainted the generator and the paint just came off of it. That's prep work. Probably left a cleaner or whatever he stripped it with on it. The water pump seems to be leaking. It wasn't leaking before, but it's leaking since I moved it. And I don't know if it's leaking around the gasket or out the weep hole. Almost looks like the gasket, but not an issue. We can figure that out. Don't know what all front end parts he put on it, but like I said, I think there's new kingpins. There was all new brake lines. I think the brake shoes, sway bar bushings. The box looks awful clean, like it was either cleaned up good or maybe rebuilt. All the shifter linkage was clean, and you know, it's a shame after sitting that long. You know, this stuff has looked really good, you know, 10 years ago or even 15 years ago, but a lot of the wiring's done. This looks like possibly a new harness. It's a new harness, but I don't know if this is one that you ordered, or it probably is, the way these ends are on. So who knows, we got some work to do, but windshield is new, both sides. Really nice and clean. New rubber, new gasket. Yeah, I just said that. Looks like some of this needs polished back out, but that's stainless, it's not an issue there. And there's new rubber here for the hood. And we're going to get the new parts out and take a look, and I'll show you what all we got. Quite a few new parts. So I think, you know, most cars I don't redo, I don't paint nice or anything like that, but I think that this car deserves to be painted nice and put back original. And the reason I say that's because there's so many good parts with this car, new parts and stuff. I'll show you here in a minute. Okay, so I was pulling all the parts out, the new parts, and looking through everything, and I've got a stack over here, but I found something kind of funny. You see these mounts? Brand new. Here's the other one, and the rubber. 1949 to 1954 Chevy passenger car, small block or big block mounts. So it's possible that he had plans to put a V8 in it, who knows, or maybe somebody else did, but that's the full kit to put a small block in this thing. That's pretty neat. Okay, I'm going to have to assume that this aftermarket transmission cross member with the end caps on it, adjustable, must have been along with that kit. Okay, we cleaned most of it out. Anything that was new in the boxes and stuff. Everything else is just used parts. There's a carburetor, there's headlight buckets, plenty of them. The old engine mounts where he'd replaced them. There's a seat adjuster bracket and hubcaps, headlight rings, hood ornament, odds and ends. There's the pan, I think that goes under the front, splash apron for the front. And there's the door and the back door for this particular one. I don't know what kind of shape this door's in. I do know the passenger door on the other car is in really good shape. So we can use it or use this one, and then left front fender is there's one in the other car. So we don't have any extra body parts, it don't look like, but we've got everything we need for really for both cars, except there's a hood missing on the other one, which I don't know if that'll ever get put back together or not. So I'm going to start in the back here and look and see what's through here, and then we'll do a little wrap up on all the new parts and stuff. Okay folks, before it starts raining on me, we got it all cleaned out, so we know what parts are what. I've already figured out for sure that I don't think I've got the chrome for the sides. So now there still could be stuff over there. We didn't have any light in there, that's why I didn't do any video or any permanent light, you know, just flashlights and stuff. So, you know, we'll still see if we can find it. It's going to be two pieces, one for each side, and then there'll be a piece across the back. And I think that's it. There's plenty of garnish moldings, and some of it's he's already painted and put a bubble wrap around them. There's at least one more set of windshield chrome, and I think total of 2 if we got all the parts together. Extra sway bar, a lot of odds and ends stuff. But anyway, the little parts, you know, the stuff that you're going to need when you're going to put something back together. A vacuum windshield wiper. So anyway, we're going to start with the new stuff and show you what we've got here. Okay. Now everything's not new, but there's quite a few new parts in here. Some more stuff here. Stainless pieces I didn't even see. Okay. Anyway, okay, what we got is a brand new hood ornament. I'm assuming it's new and not re-chrome, but it's perfect. And we got all the door handles, and you know, of course there's only 2 on each. But the regulators to roll the windows up are new. The handles are new. Got 2 new light bezels. There's 2 battery covers here. We got the steel plates made by, body by Fisher. And let me see, we got a set of brand new hubcaps and brand new trim rings still in the box. Here is some rock guards, but I don't really know where these go. Maybe somebody else will know. These are not the ones for the corner. And I've seen the old ones in here too, so just not sure where they went, but I got them. I don't remember. And let me see. Some new pieces for the, I guess for the weather stripping. And here's a brand new set of piston rings, new old stock. I'm not sure if they're even for this or not, but found them in there. And then we've got the old brake kits that he kept all the, and put all the old parts back in, so that tells me that there's new ones in it. And let me see. Alright, this was in it. Looks like an old tack, but it's not. Sun tack. Looks like it's new. I don't know why. You know, it was just something with it. One of the visors that need recovered. Got an old stick pin in it. I remember them. Alright. Here is a brand new clutch. Looks like maybe a 9-inch coarse thread Chevrolet. Alright. New old stock, I guess. A bunch of sets of points. There's the door hinges for this door. And let me see. What do we got in this box? Okay, here's the new front emblem for the front of the car. Brand new in the box. These go under the door handles. Some odd parts here. This is just the old stuff, and I'm not sure where these panels go. Bag of parts and bolts labeled. New transmission mount, but it's already got 2 new ones on it, so I don't know if we got an extra or what. There's a new tail light. I only found one. That's a shame. These are all points and condenser sets and stuff. Old front end parts, so he evidently replaced them and put the old ones back in the boxes. Same way with the shackles for the back. They're new on the back. There's the old kingpin box, so he replaced the kingpins. What else do we have? Okay, you've seen these. And here's a box of interior lights and odds and end parts and pieces. Screws. Solid state radio. Realistic. And let's see. Oh, new glove compartment. The cardboard. And let me see, we've got some new weather stripping. That goes around the door. And, okay, there's the vent window. And I think maybe there might be a new vent window. Yeah, that's going to be a brand new vent window. Sure is. Yeah, I knew it had one that was front vent clear. Okay. I knew it had one that was cracked in out of the door, so he must have bought that. And let me see. Here's a new door glass window. Brand new in the box. So keep that in there. 3 3-speed floor shifters. So, don't know what I'll do with them, but I'll save them. Okay, here's our glass for our back hatch. It's already got new rubber on it. Got it wrapped up in bubble wrap. It's ready to go in. That's for that back door. So we can put that in. Not an issue there. Set of underskirts. Need cleaned up. This one needs a little work in the corner, but no big deal. Looks like maybe they sandblasted them and didn't, or one of them and didn't paint it. Box of odd and end parts, glove compartment cover, or door. They don't have the drink cut out. It must have been before that. Old fuel pumps. There's just a lot of the odd parts. You know, he kept everything he took off. And here's some welding. I guess it goes around the door to the interior. Starter. Looks like this one was repainting stuff. The other one that's on it's not. A couple steering wheels. Anyway, there's the inner fender. There's our box for, it's actually in really good shape. Now that goes under here, and that's where you put your spare tire. The gas tank's actually cut out for it, and it fits in, and then there's actually wood that goes over this. And I don't think this is an original piece, but I think the other car does have an original piece. And some more heater tubing. There's a couple of heater cores that don't even know what they fit. Here's one of the rock guards that go on the corner. Just said I'm not sure where them other ones go. I know these went, or should go, up at the front. This is the other side, but that's where it goes. So I'm not sure about them other pieces. Look at some pictures. Alright, I think this thing was originally green, like a light green, a pea green. And I think this door is the original door off the right side. You can see it needs a wing glass and a window. That might be what he bought them for. Door's in really good shape. It's got a little bit of surface rust down at the bottom, but nothing wrong with it. So we'll probably go ahead and stick it back on the car. We do have some issues on this door. As you can see, it's going to have to be repaired, which is not, no big deal. Going to have to use English wheel to get the metal right, because it's not flat. It's got some curve to it, but we'll do it and probably do it on video. Now this stuff's going to be later on. I'm not jumping on this thing right now, so I'm just trying to get all our parts organized. And I think I'd like to do a decent job on this one and keep it, and then maybe sell the other one. So we're going to see how the engine runs and all that. And here's another piece. Visor for over the windshield. I don't know what brand this is. It's not new. You see it's been sandblasted, just got a little bit of rust on it, but nothing major. So we'll put it up too. Alright. Okay, so anyway, what we'll do is probably come up with all the parts we need for this thing. And unfortunately, I couldn't find but one grill, which is the grill that's in the other one. It's in good shape, but we're going to use it on this. Whatever parts is left over, probably leave them with the other car, and I'll put a price on the other car. But until I get all the parts that I need for this one, we're going to hold off on it. The other car, you know, it'll have to be sold without a title. It does have a good VIN number. You know, I give a bill of sale, so if somebody wanted to get a title for it. But anyway, we'll do a first start on this one coming up later on. And like I said, I know it's been over 10 years since it's been started, but you know, hopefully it's good. If not, we've got the V8 mounts, but I'd like the little 6-cylinders. I don't mind them a bit. So, all right, I appreciate everybody watching, and you know, watch for more. All right, bye. Okay, I couldn't help myself. I had to see what it was going to look like. They're not bolted on, just sitting on. And the visor. It's definitely the right visor for the car. So, looks pretty good. I like it. Yeah, I think this will clean up to be a nice car.